Yo, what's up, boys? Welcome to the stream. How are you? What's the script? Yo, AMP. Yo, Oscar. I can't, what? Okay, the message got deleted. Yo, brother Norfall. Welcome, everyone. So, we're gonna play a horror game tonight. Yo, Daniel, what's up? Yo, Moha, what's up, man? There is a video, a lot of people requested, they say, main man predicted everything or something like that. If you want, I can watch it today. Tired, bro, not much sleep. Oh shit, I need to wake up tomorrow 5 AM, so it's not gonna be a very long stream. Tekken is a horror game. Yeah, but I can't be asked to play that game, honestly. Fuck Tekken. I can play it once a week, that's it. It's just too bad. What's up, Usava? It is so bad, guys. It's so bad. Okay, the main man. No, what is his name again? Finn? Or something like that. Finn NT. Anna has no lows. What?
Good day. The story of the most insane downplay. This is gonna be really painful because the person in question basically said, I am cool. Now, I have to do this. This is gonna be extremely painful for me to do. I don't want to do this. But if I don't stand on principle of roasting everyone that, in my opinion, talks shit, we have a problem.
Where's the tier list?
How are people supposed to take me serious?
My day was
if
good.
I
How
don't
was
judge
yours?
everyone equally.
Yo,
Right?
Tali.
I went around certain streams to say hello. Rainbow Neos, and that is Sessogen. Now, these two gentlemen are not crucially important to the story. They are like both Lydia enthusiasts, and they both produce amazing content. And Sessogen, for example, did a lot of Season 2 videos. Now, most people should watch this because it basically is like doing homework. Homework is a very important word here. Remember the word homework. Because you should, before you talk shit, you should at least do your homework on shit, right? So, I visited a Rainbow Neos stream. So I go into chat. Some people in chat even recognize me. Everything is cool. Everything is fine. Now suddenly, let me introduce you to a certain senior. What does Jeff Palmer have to say? There is no Anna on screen. Rainbow Neos played against whatever. There was no Anna. Rainbow Neos is not an Anna player. There's no Anna. There's no Anna left and right. No Anna to be seen here. Jeff enters the chat. What are your thoughts on current Anna? I think they nerfed her. And she's pretty balanced. Some complaints are fine, but most don't even know how high risk she is. Let us quickly analyze
What's
this.
happening
when
in
you
Nepal?
say something like most don't know, you give the impression that you very well know. You are the expert here. You know. Everyone else doesn't know. It's like the typical Reddit comment of like, I am amazed that no one mentions that yada 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 yada, I'm the smartest one in the room. For some reason he wants to talk about Anna. I don't know why, but he wants to talk about Anna. He says, every low she has is minus 15. And every stance transition you can jab or move out of. Nina, I don't know what Nina has to do here. I don't know if I'm smoking crack or what the fuck is going on. I don't know. Nina is a lot better of a character. Now, I don't know why this is relevant or who opened this discussion. I didn't. No one did. But okay. Obviously, I couldn't help myself. That is why usually I don't open chats. I cannot get into it, but I reply somberly. At Jeff, false. Downback +4, her new low into stance, minus 13. Now I want to quickly mention something here. That is not the only low. That is not launch punch. Jeff, her only low, but almost all characters get a free heat punish off of it. Now I don't know what the fuck a free heat punish or why it's not free, it's a punish. So I don't know what the word free means here. But okay, I don't know what the punishment has to do with it. The statement was every low is minus 50, which is obviously not true. Sidestep, what is it? Sidestep 2, right? Sidestep 1 plus 2 is the mid, sidestep 2 is the low, sidestep 2 is minus 12. We already have catched him on 2 moves that are not launch punishable. It gets better. I tell him, I do not want to call you out, Senor Jeff Palmer, but I get the feeling you are an Anna main / defender. Now in this case, defender is a bit derogatory because obviously everyone in this shit game defends every character. It is almost as that season 2 is such a clown world by now. Every motherfucker tries desperately to be the clown with a little bit less of clown makeup. Jeff, I don't want to call you out, blah blah blah, but I get a sniff here with how we went from every low is minus 15 to, oh okay, that one is good.
Fun.
But I try my best
I find this
to
funny.
diffuse the situation here, right? No hard feelings. Smile. I like Anna. And I do. How can you not
He's
like
German.
Anna? I want to put myself out of this situation. I want out. I don't want this. Nina, I don't know. He completely ignores what I say.
He's German.
Nina has safe lows. And even plus ones, I think. Motherfucker. Plus ones, you say? It's not like down back 4 is any plus, huh? No, at this point, I have to seriously ask myself what kind of crack they serve wherever Jeff Palmer comes from. But okay.
That's the reason I don't play Tekken 8, bro. This is
my
the
infinite wisdom.
This is
and I say
Tekken now.
Down back plus 3 in
You know?
this case, yeah.
That's
But again,
Tekken.
your down back plus 4 on Anna is plus. I give him an out. You do not play the game for that long, do you?
Yo,
I do
useless.
not mean this in a bad way. And I didn't.
What are you
I gave him an
snacking?
out. Now, did Jeff Palmer take this out?
I'm allowed to because I'm ill. I'm eating all day, bro. I feel like shit. I'm super ill. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not so. I'm not
I
fine.
have 800 plus hours. Crying smiley. Crying smiley. I think this was even meant as a little diss of like, what do you
Being
mean?
kinda defended knows
I
on
have
his
800
emote
hours. Of course I
situation.
know what I talk about. Of course I know what I talk about.
I don't
Now,
dislike
in
this
my
guy.
life, I don't know what has to happen. I mean, how do I have to actually envision this? How?
I don't have
is it
anything
possible?
against him.
And I think I came to the conclusion. Now, I think good Jeff here had the game actually open for 800 hours, but unfortunately, on his second screen, he, on an eternal loop, had running the utmost insane Shotacon compilations. So obviously the man couldn't focus. At
What
that point, I
happened?
mentally checked out. I saw
I
this
have a headache
last
and-
follow-up of Senior Jeff. No one talked about
I'm
Eddie.
just
No
in a
one
bin.
was like, Eddie what? Eddie here, Anna. No one talked about this. So can you explain to me how Anna is a better character when Eddie has 3 mix-ups, save on hit and block lows that lead into free mix-up and damage, yada yada. Now forward 3 indeed does lead into a legit mix-up, but the point here is Eddie was on screen, but no one talked about Eddie. No one wanted to compare anything. He just wanted to talk about it. At this point, I was like, he just goes over it. He just ignores me. He just ignores the reality that he didn't even know that Anna has at least two lows that are not.
I am astonished though how Finn can make a YouTube video out of a comment section. Like out of this you made a YouTube video, that's insane. Which one you wanna watch, this one or that one? The main man predicted everything, or main man called it out 8 years ago? Yo, avatars. Okay, let's see. Let's see. The main man. This is the old main man he's gonna show us, not the main man that we have now.
Also remember, the best example there is of this is when Nee said that Akuma was, he said Akuma was mid-tier for 2 years in Tekken 7. And then Pakistan emerged, and then he says, Akuma is by far top 1, right? Everyone agrees. Everyone agrees, right? He wasn't the first one to say that. Pakistan was, and Super Akuma. And it becomes very obvious to everyone. But then, do you see Nee and the Koreans pick up and play Akuma in tournaments? They never did. They all said he was the craziest bullshit, but they never picked up the character. And it's because they didn't want to embarrass themselves. Because there is a tremendous amount of execution to Akuma. So
what?
It's like, as soon as top players don't gravitate...
Nah, come on, man. The reason why they didn't play Akuma is not because they didn't want to embarrass themselves since they can't do the combos, bro. They didn't want to play him because he doesn't play Tekken.
The character they say is undisputed top 1, you have to stop and ask yourself, why don't they do that? It's often because the character is more demanding than you think. You know. And that's why you also have to put some amount of credit on Nee. You know, all of Pakistan say, oh, top 1, shit character. But Nee says, well, he's difficult. And Nee is correct. He is difficult. And that's why the Pakistanis don't play this character at the highest level of play. But it's also fair to say that this character needs nerfs, you know, so both are correct.
Very capable of more than numbers. Akuma has some insane tools, but are almost flat out broken. He has the best 50-50 in the game if you have the execution. But it seems like people can't understand that that type of shit is reserved for a handful of Akuma players. And you most likely never even encounter Akuma. And the people who can do that are so few and far between. But anyone can pick up fucking Ram and be a fucking monster. Or Leroy. Or Ganryu. Or Zafina. But all I see
Akuma
are
in
people
Tekken 7 is harder than Brian in Tekken 8.
That's what I think. I think people are
Much
biased
harder
towards them. But what, you're gonna tell me Leroy and fucking Ram are fine? It's 2D. Leroy and fucking Ram are 50 times worse. 50 times worse. My god, with Akuma and Geese, you need at least half a fucking brain. Yeah, do we have problems? Yes, but then let's just nerf.
That's not true though. Geese didn't require brain. Like, Geese didn't require execution also. Geese didn't require anything, honestly. Only Akuma.
Them if we have to. But in my opinion right now, they're fine. And you know what? They require execution. Their gameplay is interesting. When was the last time you had an interesting character in this game? What, Lucky Chloe, Claudio, Leroy, fucking Ram, Bob, Leo, Miguel, Alisa? Praise the fucking heavens we have Geese and Akuma. Are they annoying sometimes? Yes, but they're fucking interesting. And they're hard to play. Yeah, let's whine about these characters you never see. When was the last time you encountered an Akuma? And don't lie. And when...
The problem is now you encounter Akuma and Geese in every match because everyone has a bar and meter and heat dash and 50-50 save on block. Oh my god.
When was the last time Akuma did a death combo on you? It's never happened to you. Or that 10-frame jab into launch. It's reserved for very few people. Leroy and Fakum Ram are the characters you should be worried about. Because that's probably the future of Tekken. Those are the last two original characters. What do you think Tekken 8 is gonna look like? If Fakum Ram and Leroy are signs of things to come, I would be way more worried about them. It's like, try to play Akuma, try to do is, it is broken on paper. On paper, it's completely broken. Until you actually sit there and you realize, You need unbelievable execution to do this. And when you have mastered that execution, wow, this character is like top 5. You could argue top 1. He could be the best in the game. But you're talking about very, very few
I have
people
hope for
here
Tekken 9,
that
yeah,
can do
but
that. It's just not
I'm a little bit out
realistic
of
for
Tekken
most
8 to be
players.
honest.
It
I don't
just
really care
isn't.
anymore. I don't really
And
make
the
content for the
statistics show
game. And
this.
I'm just chilling with
actually
you
have
lot
Akuma's
until
win-loss
Tekken 9
data.
comes out.
He's not doing well at all.
I don't care about Tekken
He's like
8.
in the middle. He's actually in the bottom 25, I think. I'm just saying, when I look at the win-loss data, I see Leroy alone at the top. Top 1. And how popular is he? Top 7. And he requires no skill at all to play, which is why he is at the top of the win-loss data. Right.
Do we know anything about
what's the
Tekken
bigger
9?
problem here? It's fine
It's
if
gonna
you
be a
dislike 2D.
PlayStation 6 release
I'm
title,
just saying,
and it's in development.
Tekken has
Currently.
bigger problems.
That's all we know.
Leroy and Fakuram, the latest original characters, they worry me because Tekken is going more and more towards simplified characters. Simple and generic movesets where they can do everything. That's probably very easy to design, I think, from the game designer's point of view. And as those two are the latest examples, that's probably what we're gonna get in Tekken 8. And this started a long time ago in Tekken 6 with Bob and Lars. And that worries me. When was the last time you got an execution character in Tekken? Like Akuma and Geese. When was the last time? Steve? Tekken 4? Dragon
Yo,
Ball
Iriel.
Tekken 5?
Nothing, we're just reacting.
Every character after that has been easy. Easy mode.
He's right. So the reason why we don't like to play Tekken 8 anymore is because everyone is easy and broken, right? I can't be bothered to fight against Lars. I just can't be bothered. Like... I don't want to fight Clive. I don't want to play against June. I just don't want to play this game, bro. It's so shit. Yo, Floyd. Thirty years of Tekken down the drain. Thank you so much, Bandai.
鉄拳もやってるんですけど、これ前なんかでお話しされ
Is
てたん
that
で
the
すけど
guy that designed Tekken 8?
この強い技だなって振り回して格上に全然勝ってたりする部分があるから多分上の人は困ってるんですけどでも今やってる人とかモチベ上がる若い子たちは本当にいいシステムだと僕は思ってて
下克上できる
そうなんですよねだから
Okay, you listen to Mayman, right? So I think there's actually some truth to it. I think they don't like Brian because, or don't tend to play him right now because there is certainly execution with a specific thing, but you don't really need it.
No
right? Because you
wonder
have taunt
the
Heat
game
Smash.
is so dog shit.
But I think his gameplay is more complicated. I think with Akuma was kind of like this boss character, the demon upon heaven, and he didn't really care about you. Like, he didn't really care what character you play. His game plan was simply to destroy you and worked against everyone pretty well. Now, I think this is an interesting topic nonetheless, because what is the thing that annoys me about Tekken 8 is the hate and disgust for execution that the Tekken developers suddenly seem to have. When you look at a character like Jin Kazama now, or martial law, I think it gets pretty obvious that not only do they discourage execution, they actively eradicate it. With this character, I want to basically open this topic a little bit. I know when we look at this character that the...
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, Zen stance into free electric is something I just can't understand, bro.
reward he got is a bit too much, but we will look at it. Just very quickly, what kind of character was Akuma? If you have not played Tekken 7, this might be very interesting to you. Basically, he played Tekken up until a certain point. Now, with what did he play Tekken? So, for example, he had a pretty good jab for some reason in this motherfucked game, and I don't know what the fuck why. 2D jabs recovered faster than normal jabs. I don't know why. I don't know what crack they smoked, but it was the case. I don't know why. So pretty good jab, very good jab string. This is counter hit natural, but could be ducked. This gets very important in a moment. So then as a mid check, he had a pretty solid down forward 1, 13 frames plus 7 on hit. Pretty good, pretty good. Even though it was -4 on block, it had some extensions. Back when they didn't smoke that
Still
much
weaker
crack, and
than
extensions
last.
were pretty relatively fair in comparison to Tekken 8. For example, you have down forward 1-1, which is a high, could be ducked and you would be launched. It's still -3 on block, so you don't even get a better frame, like better frame advantage or something. And you had down forward 1-2, which was just -13. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, back when like strings and extensions weren't like completely stupid. Now, in
Well, I
terms of
can't
those,
believe
you
it, bro. Lars is more broken than this.
would use, for example, down 4, which is a giga low. Like it's an insane low. It is launch punishable, but it is insta high crush, 17 frames fast, and immediately controls the pace. Right? You see this? Like how fucking annoying is this shit? You get knocked down your ass, and basically Akuma is like, yeah, and now come to me again. Whatever, I control the pace. Like very, very, very good low. Another low you could use was this. Back 4, very slow, no high evade, but +1, which would set up like a jab check or something, right? They need to respect this. Then you would use forward 3, which is probably his best mid poke. You see this, right? +7, frame traps in itself, good range. -4 on block, pretty good. Then you would use back 2, which is a homing mid. It's +8, which is giga good, but it's very, very slow. But it's a homing check, safe, and was a counter hit launcher, pretty fucking good. You also had something in forward 4, which had not that good range, but nonetheless 17 frames, relatively fast, -4 on block, counter hit launcher as well. And you would use something, so this is basically everything you need. Like this character was very, very simple. It had a very, very small move list. Forward 4 was also pretty good. Now, I will note this is how you know this character was so fucking cracked. Because this move, actually for real, up until season 3, I believe, was a counter hit launcher. Yes, this move was also a fucking counter hit launcher. Funny thing is, no one knew this. This move, sorry, it should work like this. Look at this, this move isn't even plus on block. It's one of those moves like Law Sidestep 2, which will just giga fucking clown you. Because it's actually not fucking plus, it's like literally neutral. But everyone respects the shit out of you because it looks like Akuma just wanted to lobotomize you with his fucking foot. I nearly forgot about it. So this was a fucking counter hit launcher, which is obviously insane. But Akuma is one of the characters throughout his lifespan. He only got nerfed and he was still the best character in the game, which should tell you how sick he is. So forward 4, counter hit launcher. And funny thing is, so what then did they do? So now it would probably give a knockdown on counter hit, right? Well, let's find out. No, it doesn't do anything. It is literally the exact same frame advantage. Yeah, that is back then when they nerfed characters. Yeah, they don't do this anymore, right? Now they don't nerf characters anymore. Back then they said, wait a minute, this bitch is too powerful. Let's just make this no longer counter hit launcher. What does he get? A knockdown maybe? Something? No, nothing. Yeah, back when they actually nerfed characters. Makes sense, right? So how do you avoid jump? People say you should anti-air it or try to jab him out of it. No. You should sidestep jump. Literally everything in jump has no tracking at all. Everything has a paper-thin hitbox. I don't know why this happened.
I'm pretty sure when you do that EX kick where he flips around, you get clipped. Needs to try it.
Shouldn't happen. You see?
That shit hits back turn.
Super thin. So you should sidestep jump. But for some reason, and this is why I think this was a design mistake, it's not intuitive to do so. Like even in 2D games, sometimes you air to air, so you jump into the opposing jump, but most of the time you use a button or you use a DP to anti-air, right? So people just didn't get this in the muscle memory because you literally freeze up. No one could do anything about this. You would even see this at the utmost pro level where people actually practice against this character. Everyone and their goddamn mother would freeze up as soon as this motherfucker takes off. Which is an insane problem because he also has this. Wait, didn't I just show you jump? Yeah, that's not jump, that is demon flip. Wait, it looks exactly the same. Yeah, it does, but listen. You see this, like, the grunt he makes? Yeah, that is how you were supposed to distinguish between those two. Many players to this day didn't even know that these are two different things.
Called
Jump,
Tatsu, yeah.
where he doesn't make a sound, and demon flip. Many people don't even know that this was
The
a
cool thing
So
here is that you could actually backdash the mix. So you can't really do that in Tekken 8.
in Demon Flip, he actually had options, but get this. So in Demon Flip, he could do this one, or the higher one. And a window would open up where you can press options. So this window would always open up at the same time. So you could actually option select this
Akuma
to a
definitely
degree,
coming
where you would
back in
sidestep the
Tekken 8.
flow, this one.
Bro, listen. I wish the Tekken 8 community the worst. I hope they get Akuma, Shin Akuma now. I hope they get Marduk, and as a mid from range 4 he throws a truck which is plus 30 on block. And then he runs up and do the mix like tackle or like a low sweep. Okay, because I think you guys deserve it.
Which is high. Or you would sidestep every other option, because once again,
You won't play
all
it
of this shit
anymore?
doesn't have tracking
Well, I play
apart from
once
the
a
home
week. I
option.
don't care
So you
about
could
Tekken
actually
8.
OS this to a degree, but it
If
was
you
mad
didn't
difficult and no one
notice,
did it
I
because
never-
it's like
I
you
never
would just freeze
played.
up. It's just so
I
insane.
just talk shit.
And you also had to distinguish life between those two. Like, it's completely unreasonable, right? Jump and Demon Flip is a complete design mistake in Tekken in general. They should have designed this completely differently, or actually gave characters anti-airs. Because the difference why I
Hang
mentioned
on.
that is
Yeah, I
certain
hope
window
they get
opens up is-
Kunia.
Look at this.
Also.
Look at how goofy this looks if I jump
And
press the button
Julia.
immediately. You see this? So in jump, at any point in jump, he can do it super early or super late. You saw this? Press a button, his foot still come out.
Albeit, I must
But
say,
in
I
Demon
think the
Flip,
new
look, I'm spamming.
character is
You see this?
Julia.
So a certain
She's
window
gonna
opens
probably
up where
fight like
where
Julia.
all of the options come out. So you could actually counterplay this, but it was just too difficult because you had to distinguish between those two live, and you would have to not freeze up here. And it's super fast, right?
It's also
how
not
fast this is.
unlikely that
It's
we will
very
get
fast,
Ogre.
Very fucking fast. So no one
Because
could
the
do
new
it.
character has
And
some
you have another
connection to
problem.
Ogre.
So people froze up in your face, and now get this. Obviously, everyone out of jump.
Okay, now I go to the next video. The rest I don't really care so much about. Let's see what he says here. AK, bro, the thing is I don't know, man. I don't care about Tekken 8 anymore. I don't care enough to learn a new character. What is your opinion to this guy? What's Finn? I think he is funny. I can watch his shit. Because when I asked for Ogre, what I really meant is Julia, but she's from Madagascar. Finn has great production value on his
They filed
stuff.
a motion to dismiss, but
What
there's
the
no way
fuck
that
is
Judge
that?
Abrams honors it. I think that we can get him on RICO.
All that time, and that's what you come back with, sir?
Excuse me?
Here, how you doing?
Good. Sit.
Well, I didn't hear back from you, and made some notes on the case. I had some good ideas. I
Yeah.
thought I'd come run through
Let
them.
me take a look at it.
Larry just saw this. I was gonna talk to you about it.
Do you trust me? Do you trust me, Clyde?
Yeah, of course. What about
Oh, guys, this guy's a plug. This guy's a plug. I should have known.
Plug.
Okay, never mind.
This guy's a plug.
Yep, plugs. Oh. No, I could have won that. Wait. You guys seeing this, right? You guys saw.
We had a setback, Clyde.
I don't understand. I'm sorry. What? You said this part of the case was clear cut. We had the blood on the shirt.
It's covered under the same rule.
Well, then what about the rest of the forensic evidence?
It's not conclusive, Clyde.
Okay, well, that's okay, because I saw their faces. I saw them do it. I mean...
You can tell Tekken 8 is really 90% about selling things. Just consumer dronism. Man, I hate these faggots so much, man. What have they done to Tekken, bro? I remember Tekken was Peggy 16, serious vibes. You wanted to like play it when you were a child and you... I don't know, man. I needed to be careful that my mom doesn't see the fucking case and she says like, what is this? This is for older kids and shit. Bro. And now? What the fuck is going on, man? Shit.
Please don't make a deal with this.
It's pissing me off, man.
This man, he's
Clyde, I'm
emotional.
sorry. The deal is done. I'm sorry. I made the deal.
What? How could you do that?
Listen, I know you don't think it right now, but this is a victory for us.
That's some bullshit.
That's good.
I don't think you even know what the story means.
You're missing the point, Nick. It doesn't matter what they say.
Okay, I got this now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one at a time, one at a time. It's a fair sentence for Darby.
I just wanted to say thanks for being in my corner. It's nice when the system works, right?
Get away from me.
Come on, move. Fair deal. Let's go.
Hairspray. Sometimes wax.
Okay, so we had to
Pens.
wait more than 4 months to get a moronic version of a macro that makes me able to key judge my opponent. Instead of doing what Street Fighter 6 did almost a shit year before Tekken 8 released, which is a fully customizable macro function that simply switches between the modes of an option.
It's Chris F, and today I'm finally going to show you the tricks to training mode. The most important feature you're probably not using, or you might not be using, in Street Fighter 6 training mode is this, the shortcut settings, and it's this button right here, the function button settings. Make sure you have a function button set. Doesn't matter what button you decide to use, what does a function button do? A function button is basically like a macro that you can use to set almost any setting you could possibly ever want.
But I'm getting a key charge macro that just makes my opponent key charge instead of flipping the counter hit state on or off without opening the goddamn menu.
What?
I'm not even talking about any form of character balance or move adjustments here. But we only had to wait not even a month to get our tits fixed. Additionally, they even touched other character proportions. I literally cannot believe it. Until this very day.
Bro, to be fair, not even that they did well. I am gonna now analyze the tits, bro. This is where we are at in Tekken, I guess. So...
the character proportions. I literally...
they exactly expand everyone's tits by like a value of 0.5%. What is that, man? Copy-paste fucking tatas.
literally cannot believe it.
Not even that they do right.
Until this very day, we have not even an acknowledgement of the cheating problem. Or the fact that people still are able to...
To be fair, all the women have the same presets. Yeah, but that's my criticism. Why do they have the same presets? It's because they are lazy fucking bastards.
Luck in this game without cumulating disconnection rate or receiving a point loss, as you have seen with the Jin in the intro.
Exactly.
I want to stress the fact again that the dev team asked for feedback, and in particular, Michael Murray, who wants to act like a community manager, goes around and puts his dog shit googly eye emojis under feedback. I had, and still have, full understanding of the fact that stuff like large-scale balance adjustments take a lot of time and work. That is not my main problem here. My main problem is that I expect the utmost minimum. Adjustment of interface, basic macro functions like the fighting game that came out almost a year before Tekken 8. Small things. I do not expect anything in terms of balance anymore, especially after this statement, which I want to stress. This was the last balance update in which some characters received very small nerfs and Devil Jin above. Read this
I send you the link.
carefully. The August, that's the swimsuit update, is not expected to include any balance adjustments, and following that, we plan to continue delivering small-scale updates focused mainly on bug fixes and minor balance adjustments. We plan to continue delivering small-scale updates focused mainly on bug fixes and minor balance adjustments. Let me translate this. This means they plan no significant balance adjustment at the fucking all. So in case your ass expects any significant rework to heat, like heat burst, heat dash, combo potential of heat, or heat smashes and mix-ups after that, get fucked. Or if you expect the insanely fucked up risk reward that you deal with when it comes to mix-ups in general in this game to change, get fucked. To this very day, after Michael Murray told me that they are going to ban people for intentionally disconnecting in goddamn 2020.
Eternal, are you
I do
here?
not
Can
even
you
get
send
a
the Discord
single
link? I
acknowledgement
can't
from
copy
the
it for some
circus
reason.
That people not only cheat but literally still intentionally disconnect and dodge point loss. And I do want to remind people of a small fact so you never forget how much they actually care about your direct play experience. Since 2017, people complained about plugging, at the very latest since 2017. And we had to wait not only to the release of Tekken 8, no. When the game launched, not only did you still not have anti-plugging measures in place, the disconnection rate display also somehow magically did not work for like 2 months. What a fucking coincidence, huh? No, you had to wait until goddamn Clive came out, and even that update did not even stop pluggers fully. Great fucking job. And to this very day, after years and years and years of KWIS, TMM, Fergus, Joker, VDX, and basically every goddamn content creator under God's dog shit sun covered this issue, we have not a single acknowledgement of cheating or basic protection in place. And I will say this once again for the absolute moronic half-brains that might make this remark. I am totally aware that
Aside from the fact that Fariborz is like using macros for moving, but just look how good the moving looks overall in comparison to Tekken 8. Like, I can move like that also. And just look at the movement, how sick it looks. Just look.
After years and years and years of KWIS, TMM, Fergus, Joker, VDX, and basically every goddamn content creator under God's dog shit sun covered this issue, we have not a single acknowledgement of cheating or basic protection in place. And I will say this once again for the absolute moronic half-brains that might make this remark. I am totally aware that
so
anti-cheats do not stop cheating fully. But it is about making it a bit harder for the cheat programmers and showing your player base that you care and literally blocking people from being able to use Google Page 1 dogshit software to cheat in your competitive fighting game. But, ladies and gentlemen, I have cracked the Enigma code in this bitch.
Bro, you know what I noticed? Sometimes I run into macro users and then I just stop using lows for a few games, even against people that don't use macros, because I can't spot that they are using macros and I don't understand why they block my lows. You know what I mean? And then my playstyle becomes like super defensive and I just don't ever go low, bro. Because I don't know, it's like you get conditioned to not do it anymore. TMM said, Today he doesn't want backdash buffed because he likes people to be constantly attacking.
I acquired footage that finally tells us what is wrong and what is going on with Namco and where the problems actually are. I have finally managed to find the culprit. Here's the footage.
Bandai Namco Group. They're known for developing popular game titles like Tekken.
Fuck Tekken.
Also, common in many Japanese companies is for employees to change into slippers for the workday. So Masa keeps his desk area simple, like many of his coworkers. It's very different when
As you can clearly see, this is a so-called waifu mark. So a goddamn hentai addicted Guna is probably balancing this game.
会社っていうのがたくさんあってで、そのグループ会社で見るともうなんかめちゃめちゃあちこちにあります。はい。ローストアイガモ丼の
Aha. So maybe less roasted duck and more nerves would be a good start, Mr. Rule 34?
Oh, wow. They take their Pac-Man serious here. And like all the games here, it's also free to play any
Bro!
time.
Work! I fuck your mother! Go work, man!
Aha. So that is the reason why we again got a Pac-Man stage for the 30th anniversary instead of a goddamn remastered old school Tekken stage. Thank fuck you.
Excuse me, can I ask you guys some questions?
はい、大丈夫ですよ。
So, what do you do?
今僕ら鉄拳7っていうゲームを作ってます。私の仕事は鉄拳7のゲームディレクターです。
What were you guys doing just now?
今はシーズンパス3っていうダウンロードコンテンツを今配信してるんですけど、
はい。
それのゲームの仕様の確認をしてました。
Can I get a peek at what you're working on?
シークレットです。
Jesus Christ, Nakatsu, it's probably the fucking homing hell sweeps out of the rotten head from Michael Murray. Why didn't you protect us from that? Nakatsu, please!
Oh wow, they have a real deal Tekken 7 machine found at game centers right next to their work desks. I guess testing character functionality is part of a day's work for these developers. Or maybe this is how they settle arguments in the office.
Exactly. So if that faggot is testing the game and he ain't even launching that fucking low there on minus fucking 1 trillion. That's why when they bring out balance patches, they basically invent new problems. Or when they say they fix something, they end up making it even worse. For example, they make while running free to Azucena so that the while running free can be cancelled, like the 2 doesn't come out. And that buffs the recovery and then you couldn't whiff punish it even worse than before. Like, you got to have no understanding about the game in order to, you know, do that.
And would you have fucking guessed it? Noctis and Asuka players in this shit. Now, has anyone any questions left? Why Tekken 8 looks like it does? I think not. This update really reminded me that even if you expect the most insignificant minimum, somehow they still manage to underwhelm me.
Good point, bro. Also, my exact opinion. Like, whatever I think they will mess up, they mess it up more. And no matter how low my expectations are, they somehow go under it. You know, they always manage to go under. Always. I don't know how they do it. I already have no fucking... I don't know. It's so crazy.
I pray to the god of fighting that there is some will left in Harada's left ass cheek to change something about this.
The strand of hair, yeah, that was... It's unbelievable, you know? Just think about all the great, like, content creators that left Tekken. I consider myself also one of them, to be honest. Aris, Frame Whisperer, Arsenal Tai, Mirio, Mrs. Play Stuff, you name it. You can probably think of a few more, right? But these are like some good names, some big names. You still find rank matches on... Yeah, you still find some matches, yeah. Anyone... Can anyone recall anyone else that I forgot, maybe? I would say the main man also, because that main man that is sitting there is just some Goislop money-making scheme. That's not the Adrian that I remember. Even if they don't fully quit.
But I'll tell you what, when I read this comment yesterday from the so-called Jason Montoya idiot, the little bit of sanity that I had left in my brain completely vanished.
Oh my god. Shall we watch?
Welcome and nice to meet you again. Today I want to address the continued false narrative and bad assumption that Tekken 8 is a 50-50 casino game. Using hyperbolic phrases like that hurts the community's perception. It feeds mob mentality, and as the saying goes, if you tell a lie enough times, people start to think it's the truth. First off, all fighting games have 50-50 mix-ups. It's a tried and true part of fighting games. Saying Tekken 8 is just a 50-50 stance characters is so disingenuous. Like, neutral doesn't exist? To even get an opportunity for 50-50, you have to earn it. Risky positional wins, risky timing wins, risky pokes. If you're successful, then you get an opportunity for 50-50. And honestly, a lot of basic pokes on hit already give you that chance. This has been true since Tekken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I bet it's going to be true in Tekken 9 also. And I want to say this again because I really want to stress this.
Make one risky
a lot
poke.
of basic pokes on hit already give you an advantage. Take heat engagers. That's what people typically feel has caused this problem of 50-50. People complain about them like they're
I also
brand new
poke with
consumer
Barry's side
tokens.
fist, yeah.
But in reality, they're
I
just
poke with
looking
FF3.
pokes that let you continue offense. The same way
And hell
basic
sweep.
poke does. Let's look at Brian for an example.
I'm okay.
His basic jab,
How are you?
plus 8 on hit. That's literally just 1 frame less than a heat engager, which is plus 9. Yet nobody in Tekken 3, Tekken 5, or Tekken 7 ever said, oh man, a jab on hit puts me in a 50-50. This game is broken. But now heat comes along and suddenly it's a crisis. Why? It's basically the same thing. Now, to be fair, Season 1 heat was overtuned at plus 15. That was too much. But it's not like that anymore. Heat engagers are now balanced. They're flashy pokes that allow you to continue offense, just like a good jab, mid, or low always has. Look at Lydia. Her jab is plus 8 on hit. Her low kick, plus 7. If you think they're ready for the low, you do the heat mid. That's plus 2 on block. It's just another rock, paper, scissors layer. This has always been Tekken. Pokes that give advantage have existed since day one. The problem isn't the system itself, it's the way people frame it, and unfortunately, Even respected creators sometimes spread this mob mentality. Take FeedyX, for example. Now, don't get me wrong, FeedyX is an excellent content creator. The majority of his work is positive for the scene, but even he sometimes falls into bad assumptions. And because his voice is so strong, his framing gets amplified. Meanwhile,
FeedyX is now
counterpoints
framing
that show
Tekken,
the other
yeah?
side of the coin never get nearly the same attention. I'm not asking for anyone to share my content. I don't pump out videos full time like he does. I'm just a passionate player who cares about the community, and I don't want us to get hit by get hurt by false narratives. So if you're watching this and you're someone who shares or discusses tech,
Yeah, Chemist Rose.
I ask one thing: help show both sides of the coin. That's fair and balanced. And how can you even make an informed decision if you don't look at both sides of the coin? Don't just feed into the mob mentality. Now, let's actually look at one of FeedyX's tweets here, because when we really dig in here, it's confusing. Okay, here's FeedyX's tweet, and honestly, it's frustrating to read because it shows he's still fairly new to Tekken as a franchise. That doesn't sound...
Huh? He's new? That's the new guy, okay? Who are you?
Sound right to me, so why is he regurgitating these bad assumptions? I don't know. I've been playing Tekken for 30 years. I've run more tournaments than he ever will. Back in the day, I was a regional threat, had some national recognition, and I was originally trained by the OG American Koreans, Howard and Tommy Hilfiger. I got the bona fides to speak on this. Here's what FeedyX says, and I quote, T8 feels like a casino when you're forced to RPS and guess 50-50s without ways to prevent them. But it's not just stance situations. Season 2 normalized 50-50s in neutral as well. Moves like Harong's down 3+4 create the low depth 50-50 between main neutral tools and Season 2 move. Anna has the same thing with forward +2 and forward 3,2. Kazuya has up forward 1, which is fundamentally built to turn off side walk left, the main defensive counterplay against him. Victor has a running mid and a running low in the stance casino gameplay. Okay, sorry for the voice, just frustrated. But okay, let's break this down. He's saying Season 2 has turned neutral into 50-50s. That's insane. If you take that argument to the extreme, then Tekken 1 through 8 and Tekken 9 when it comes out all have 50-50s.
Fuck
in
your
neutral.
mom, man.
Why?
Chill.
Because you can always run
You're
up,
shouting at
do a low,
us, man.
a mid, or a throw. That's always been part of Tekken. The difference is you have to earn that opportunity through risky positioning, risky timing, or risky pokes. Anytime you run up to someone, it's a 50-50, but only after you win the timing and the spacing battle. He points to Harong's down 3+4 and Anna's forward 3-2, combined with forward +2. If you laser focus only on those moves, then sure, you'll cry 50-50, but the game is bigger than that. These moves can be sidestepped, high crushed, low crushed, or power crushed. Anna's option gives up her turn. Her other option is +4, but that is no different than many other characters' pluses on block. Even Brian's back 1. Brian is known for his insane neutral. He can dash up and throw back 2 or back one whenever he wants. Every character in the roster has strong plus moves. That's what makes Tekken balanced. Everyone has tools. Then he brings up his new up forward 1, saying it was created to cover his weaknesses to sidestep left. Guess what? He already had a homing move for that. And guess what else? Up forward +1 isn't even homing. You can still sidestep it to the right. There's counterplay. And that's the point. You can't just present one side of the coin. If you take nothing else from me, remember this. We always need to look at both sides of the coin so we can make informed decisions. FeedyX's tweet doesn't do that. It just feeds mob mentality. And here's the funny part. I don't know, it just blows my mind. He's contradicted himself before. Back in season 1, he has a tweet. He said, with this tweet, if Tekken 8 is a no-skill casino that rewards scrub gameplay, how are these results possible? Consistency is clearly a thing, and it's just not Dragunov. Look at his opponents. And in that tweet, he shows that these players have been winning consistently from like AK and others. And because that consistency, that proves that it's not, a casino game. That was his own metric. Consistency proved season 1 wasn't a casino. So what about season 2? Uslan wins 2 EWC seasons in a row. Arslan keeps winning Evo. Nee is still placing top tier. Lowhigh is still winning. The top names remain consistent. But suddenly the same consistency doesn't count anymore? By his own logic, season 2 isn't casino either. People will argue because it's the new moves, but if these new moves were truly game-breaking, we'd see...
I will fuck him now, watch this. He just said, yeah, but they are consistent, no? Look now, yeah? Look now.
Arslan, it's been crazy since you've burst onto the scene. Super fantastic results, ones like we've never seen before. I want to ask you though, you've played against players that have been playing Tekken even longer than you. Nobi, we've seen you play against Nee. Today you're going to be going up against another legend of the sport in Qdans. Man, this man has been throwing electrics longer than grannies have been shopping in Sainsbury's. How do you strategize against an opponent that has more Tekken experience than you?
Wow, what a difficult question. I don't know, I think you just need to adopt. And this year Kodan has been playing so good. I saw him struggling last year. He didn't do anything. Like, he traveled all over the world, but he couldn't provide result. But this year he has been playing amazing. I think it's just more like I am also playing so much. This is my full-time job, so it's easy when it's your full-time job to understand. Also the way Tekken 8 works, it just not only it just erase the legacy part a little bit, not too much. So it's like a new game kind of. So it's easy to legacy players of course have advantage, but new players, the difference is not too much between the new players and the legacy player, I think, because of Tekken 8.
Thank you.
Okay. Now look what he will write here. You will laugh. But some people say silly things like, it's only veterans who are in top 8 though. Rangchu. Okay, so this but they are the same people on top 8 and stuff is just not representative of the game's health. You fucking asshole. Jewish cunt.
Massive tier shakes-ups. That hasn't happened. Only Lars and Asuka have arguably moved up. The rest of the cast is basically where they were. As a community, we have a choice. We can be fair to ourselves, fair to the devs, and fair to the game. This means looking at both sides of the coin. Mob mentality, casino talk, and doomsaying only hurts us. It hurts morale, hurts the game's perception, and it's built on bad assumptions. Look, I don't make a ton of videos, but when I do, it's because I care. Someone has to be the voice for the other side of the coin. Not to win arguments, that's pointless. The goal is truth. Like I always say, a wise man thanks you for correcting him. A fool gets angry. Tekken 8 deserves better, and so does our community. Give polite, constructive feedback, but keep it balanced. Tone matters. Hyperbolic takes don't help anyone. Sorry for the passion, but this time, sometimes you just want to be heard. And that's where my passion comes from this time, you can watch my other videos, and I'm pretty low-key, I'm pretty balanced, pretty mellow, but
I'm pretty mellow.
Hey Rise, hey fellow warriors of the FGC, it's your boy. I'm back with a calm head, sharp mind, and here to slay some bad takes with a smile. So let's go for it. First off, Rise, I want to appreciate the good faith discussion. Today's kind of conversations are rare in today's FGC, and I'm happy to continue this via
I use the
stream,
word
DM, or
holistic, I am
anywhere that
balanced.
promotes
Exactly.
healthy dialogue. Some of your points I agree with, others not so much. And that's what makes this fun. Sometimes we're not debating facts, but flavor. Vanilla versus chocolate. And while you can't say someone's wrong for liking one, maybe you can help them appreciate both. That's what I'm going to try and do here. Because I think the discussion does get too lost and laser focused on particular things, and when you laser focus, you get tunnel vision, and you forget that this whole world and everything we do has to live in context. Like, you know what something is because you can compare it to other things. And I think when we just focus on one move, one example, it hurts that context. So let's see if we can land in that space of appreciation. So first, I just want to preface this with a motto I do live by: a wise person thanks you when he's corrected, and a fool gets angry. And I say that because I'm here, I can be corrected. If the data is really something that is reasonable and makes sense, well, that's what I'm about, a balanced take. So if you show me something I missed, I'll thank you. And that's how we sharpen each other, right? Okay, so point one, you said, new moves erase weakness, thus destroying identity. And I'm going to focus on this one point because the last
Are we
videos
talking
have been
about
a little
tech?
long,
I think
right?
so.
Which is okay, but it might be better saved for a stream or something like that, right? So let's break down this nuance of
This is the
what
last
you're saying.
video,
New
then I
moves
play
erase
horror game.
weaknesses and destroy character identity. Yes, each character gets about 1 to 3 new moves, and it's a small change when you look at an entire character's toolkit of hundreds of moves. And even if a player doesn't use the 100 moves and they just use, we'll say 20, 30 moves, it usually ends up to be about a 1 to 4% change in their toolkit. That means about 96 to 99% of the character remains. But I understand your claim because it's not about quantity, and that's fair, what you're saying. It's that these moves erase core weaknesses and alter identity, is what you're saying, which might be more of a fair take than what we've heard people say destroy character identity. But let's dig a little bit deeper here. So now we should ask, what even is character identity? What is character weakness? You bring up Asuka, who's long been known for defense. Let's walk through her. So, a case study of Asuka's identity. Many say Asuka's no longer a defensive powerhouse. She's now both offensive and defensive. But is that identity destruction or identity evolution? And
Identity evolution. This guy thinks this is Digimon.
there's an important difference here. Let's look at can kicks. I think that'll help us discuss this more. So the main man suite called that move defensive, but they do damage. So are they really defensive, or attacks that work well in defensive situations? Let's define terms a little bit deeper here. I think it'll help the discussion. So we know what true defense is, which would be movement based, no attack component, like backdash, sidestep, sidewalk, KBD. But then you also have what I'll call active defense, and I think what most players are calling active defense.
Active,
That's an attack used in a defensive context, like can kicks are used many times. So yes, Asuka has strong active defense tools and defensive tools, But let's not forget, nearly every character has similar tools too. Whether it's Orang's active defensive move of up back 4 where he jumps backwards and kicks, similar to her defensive move of flipping over and getting out of dodge. Both of them kind of get them out of dodge, or we could say Fang's Kempo stance, right? Leo's back sway. There's lots of defensive tools. So
why are we even paying attention to this guy?
One move, right?
Because this is the guy that is coming into Bandai Namco soon. He's gonna work with
not only
Bandai.
how that kit interacts with itself,
I know.
The broader roster.
I tried to explain to the people that this guy is like in contact with Murray and
it's
shit.
Not isolated when we're just looking
yeah,
at
I already tried to explain
kit.
that months ago.
But let's dig even a little bit deeper here.
Why do you think he's doing all of this
shit? Think
shit?
about Asuka in Tekken 7. She was B tier, mid tier. She almost never won any major tournaments. She has defensive tools, yes, but they weren't enough to compete with the characters like Leroy, Akuma, Geese, or even Julia. So the question becomes, should a character like Asuka be locked in B tier forever? If we
When was Asuka B tier? When was that moment? As far as I remember, since Asuka came out, she was S.
Time new offensive tools erase her identity, then we're also saying she must remain stuck in that tier that guarantees she won't win majors forever. That she will be forced to be in that B tier and mid tier because she has to stay a defensive character.
Okay. Eh? So if a character is defensive, you cannot just buff the other tools, but you need to give the character also offensive tools, otherwise it will always be a mid-tier character. What is that argument?
And that's not a fair expectation to the character or to the players who love her. So evolution doesn't equal destruction. So do her new offensive tools change her a bit? Yes, they do, right? But destroy her? No. She still has her defensive strengths, arguably more than most of the cast, and that's absolutely true. Now she also has tools to compete. Is she currently overtuned? Yep, I would agree. She's currently overtuned. Should she be adjusted? Yes, but not back to irrelevance. They shouldn't nerf her so back where this meta doesn't change for her. Otherwise, if it doesn't change for her or any character, then we should just say, well, sorry, Mr. Character, you're always stuck in your tier because we don't want to change your identity. But the reality is we should evolve them in smart, simple ways. So the same deal with Horong's new tracking low. You mentioned his new low has an identity breaking, but let's dig in a little bit. His down back 4-4 already is a low at only 16 frames and already had tracking. His 4-4 relines and catches sidesteppers, so there was already options to catch sidesteppers. And his new right flamingo stance 4-3 on paper is strong, but most characters can sidestep and whiff punish it on block. It really seems like a strong move because a lot of players see it ending up being +4, but you can sidestep. I think it might be even 100% of the follow-ups from that. It is a lot. You can sidestep in his fastest option, the jab, to try and keep the characters honest. It'll say it's when it covers too many options and it removes counterplay. If you have a move that removes too many options and it removes counterplay, then I would agree with you, and that's kind of a case-by-case basis. Moves that would be perfect examples would be like Jax Make Some Noise. Some characters had no counterplay while others did. Or the unblockable pokes that Paul had. Again, there's no counterplay to an unblockable poke. It just was there. And they rightfully patched that out 5 days after Season 2. So a lot of these new moves we're talking about, they're not like that. there is counterplay. That's not the case here. Even Asuka's strong new strings have duck options. Even Hirong's new low can be blocked or crushed. These are not unanswerable tools. So
I don't understand how he can stand like this all the time. It looks painful almost. Anyways, that is it for the Tekken stream. I hope you enjoyed it. It was funny. It was funny. And now I'm gonna play a new fucking horror game. I was excited for this a lot. And yeah. Let's see. It's called Route 86. You like my horror game streams? Nice. Okay. Damn. I'm shitting it. Yo. Okay. It's just here. I think it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna reduce it in the game if it's too loud. It has amazing reviews. Like, apparently this is the best game they ever made. Ikuzo, yeah. I was pumped when I read the reviews. Summer 1998. Ikuzo! Inspired by real. Okay. Looks chill. She's hot. She is not. I think that is the character we play. I like the graphics. It has a charm. What do you think? The production value of this game is very high, by the way. Like, it's not comparable to the games that we played before. Nice vibes. I don't know what the story is about.
Well, not exactly what I had in mind for a pit stop, but here we are.
Ugh, it feels like hell puked all over this place. Hopefully there's a bathroom, or at least some bushes.
I don't like the vibes here. If some hillbilly freak pops out from behind those pumps, I'm slitting a throat.
Great, Travis.
Super comforting. Did you guys know that 94% of abandoned gas stations hide unidentified bodies?
Guys, it's just an old gas station. Let's grab some water and get back on the road. Want me to come with you?
Relax, Jess. I'll go pay for the gas. You all can stretch your legs or something.
Come on, Jess. Try finding a bathroom in this dump.
Are you nuts? You'd rather use the bathroom than just go out here.
Oh, shut up, Kenny. Don't start with your percentage crap again.
Chill, guys.
Okay, I'm a female. I'm playing a female.
I
Right?
swear, my bladder's about to explode.
Maybe don't chug
Yo,
two
Medusa,
energy
it's been a
drinks next
while.
time.
Good to catch you stream. Yo, Lazar, what's up, man?
Shut up.
Welcome.
Caffeine is a personality trait.
All game stream vibes are always peak. Tekken vibes are always depressing. I think that's it.
Oh my god, Jess. Did you seriously just scream because of a rat?
It jumped out of the toilet. What would you do?
Probably not scream like I saw a ghost. Ugh, no way I'm using that thing. It looks like it hasn't been cleaned since the 70s.
Yeah.
Same. This whole place gives me a rash just by looking at it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This place is disgusting. I've never seen such a filthy bathroom.
That was disgusting. Yeah, we had a hot one. We had a hot one. I'll make sure she survives. Everyone else can die. Yeah, some water. Oh, she's following me. Oh, okay.
Heading far?
Yeah, road trip. Just passing through.
Sure is nice weather for it. Thought you might want to avoid the main road up ahead.
Why? Something wrong?
Big wreck this morning. Pile up. Cops everywhere. Whole thing's blocked off for miles.
Of course it is.
If I were you, I'd take the old road. Route 86.
Route 86. Okay, that is the route the game is called also.
Not many folks use it anymore. But it'll get you around the mess.
Can we not go there?
Trust me. It's quieter that way.
Route 86, huh? I haven't heard of it.
Locals call it the long way round. Have a good trip, everyone.
Thanks. You can keep the change.
Can we have the shotgun? Oh, can I play? What the fuck's that?
Game over.
Let's go.
So apparently there was a big crash up ahead. Cops all over the place.
Seriously, how big?
You know what would be cool if we would play everyone.
The guy inside said it's totally blocked off. Could take hours.
He told us to take some old road instead. Route 86.
Route 86? The hell is that?
Sounds like a horror movie, Shoka.
Look, I don't care what it is. The bag's full of weed. I'm not rolling through a police checkpoint.
Jeez, Travis, you said you'd only bring one joint.
Chill, man. If it gets us around the traffic, it's worth a shot.
Honestly, I just want to get back on the road.
All right, Route 86 it is. If we die out here, I'm blaming the guy in the store.
No, I'm blaming the weed.
So who is driving? Am I driving? Oh, okay. Cutscene. and shit also had Arabic music. Yeah, I remember. I guess it starts from here on. What the fuck? Why is it so red?
Damn. Look at that sky. Almost makes you forget we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, kind of peaceful. For now.
Peaceful? It looks like we are in hell.
You know, when all this road trip craziness is over, I've been thinking.
Thinking what?
I don't know, just where this is going. You and me, I mean, I could see it. You know, long term.
Wow. That's probably the most serious thing you've ever said to me.
Hey, lovebirds! Can we get moving before the sun's gone and we all freeze to death?
Romantic timing ruined.
Classic Travis.
Oh, I am driving? Why is the female driving? What is this game? Feminism. Why are you not driving, man, you fucking fag? Shall I hold your hand also? I like the game somehow. It's cool. I don't know how this is gonna end up, because it has no horror vibe so far, like at all, I must say. That is bad. That is bad.
What the hell was that? Did we hit something?
Tire's gone. Completely shredded. We're not going anywhere.
Guys, I swear, I saw someone, like, right before it happened. He was just standing there.
What?
I don't know. Right off the road. He was gone in a second.
So you're saying someone put this crap here?
It wasn't an accident. Those things were nailed down.
These weren't here by chance. Someone wanted to stop us. And they're still out there.
Great. That's just perfect. Stranded in the middle of nowhere and being hunted by hillbillies? Classic.
Okay, we need to figure this out fast.
Relax. I'll take the flashlight, check it out real quick. If there's a house or something, I'll come back and get you guys.
Be careful, okay?
Relax. I'll be back in a flash.
These games are better without voice actors. I think so too. But it's okay. It's not that bad.
What a huge mess, man. What did I get myself into? Why is everything always so hard for me? Damn it! Perfect trip, get to the beach, drink, have fun, propose to Jess.
Hey yo, now I realize we actually do play everyone.
We'll get back on the road.
That's so cool. We actually do play everyone. It's like episodic. I swear I hear someone. Ah, komm. Ach. One zone. Sorry.
A house in the middle of nowhere. I guess I don't have many options.
Yeah, of course. Gonna get fucked here, I suppose. Heart attack incoming.
Hello? Anyone there? Hey, our car broke down. I just need some help. Hello?
Oh shit. Wow, I'm shitting it. Wait a second. Okay, I think now from this point on it's gonna be extreme. I go to the toilet just to be sure. Okay. Let's get a heart attack.
Hello? Anyone there?
Shit. Yo, Adonis. How I am? Something in between excited and scared. Bro, I swear I am shitting it. How I am here?
Hello?
Someone put some things on nails on the road, and yeah, we can't drive with the car, and he's investigating the area, trying to get someone. Sorry. Oh my god. Bro, I think my mom is gonna come now and say if everything is okay. Boah, shit, man. Bro, that guy is huge. What the fuck?